Wine's journey begins long before it graces the table, long before it swirls in a glass or bursts with flavor on the tongue. It starts in the vineyard, where the grapevine is both nurturer and canvas, its roots reaching deep into the earth, its leaves stretching skyward, eager for the sun's warmth. Here, in the quiet symphony of nature, the first notes of a great wine are composed. The selection of land is a decision that echoes through every sip of the finished wine. The world's most cherished wine regions often share a common thread. A climate reminiscent of the Mediterranean, where warm, sun-drenched days are gently balanced by cool, refreshing nights. This daily dance between heat and chill guides the grapes toward perfect ripeness, allowing sugars and acids to develop in harmony. But sun alone doesn't make a great vineyard. The soil must offer its own gifts, well-drained, slightly rocky, and rich in the right minerals. It anchors the vines and channels just enough nutrients to challenge the plant, encouraging it to yield grapes of remarkable concentration. Even the vineyard's orientation is chosen with care. Gentle slopes facing the sun capture the light, shedding excess water and protecting the vines from frost, all while ensuring each grape receives the attention it deserves. With the land chosen, the next chapter unfolds in early spring. The vineyard is prepared, rows are marked, and young grapevines are planted with precision, typically spaced 1 to 1.5 meters apart. This careful spacing is more than a matter of order. It allows for air to flow freely between the vines, reducing the risk of disease and ensuring that sunlight can reach every cluster. Alongside each vine, trellis systems are installed. These sturdy frameworks will guide the vines as they grow, training the shoots upward and outward, creating a tapestry of green that will soon bear fruit. As the seasons turn, the care of the vine becomes a year-round devotion. Spring brings the miracle of bud break. Tiny, fragile shoots emerge from the woody canes, their bright green tips promising the bounty to come. Vineyard workers keep a watchful eye, protecting these new shoots from late frosts and gently tying them to their supports. Summer arrives, and with it, a flurry of activity. The vines explode with growth, their leaves forming a dense canopy. Here, the art of leaf management comes into play. Too much shade, and the grapes will struggle to ripen. Too much sun, and they risk burning in the relentless heat. Skilled hands thin the leaves just enough to let dappled sunlight reach the fruit, coaxing out flavors while shielding the grapes from harm. As autumn draws near, anticipation fills the air. The grapes, now plump and heavy, begin to change color, a process known as veraison. Sugars concentrate, acids soften, and complex flavors develop as the fruit ripens on the vine. Watering is kept to a minimum, too much, and the grapes become diluted, their flavors muted. Fertilizers are used sparingly, only when the soil truly needs a helping hand, because the goal is always quality over quantity. To protect this precious crop, vineyard managers increasingly turn to organic or integrated pest management, using natural predators, careful monitoring, and targeted treatments to keep threats at bay while preserving the health of the land. Finally, the moment of harvest arrives, a culmination of months, even years of dedication. Timing is everything. Winemakers patrol the rows, sampling grapes, measuring sugar levels, acidity, and tasting for that elusive balance of flavor. For the most delicate and prized wines, harvest is done by hand. Workers move swiftly through the vineyard in the cool hours of the morning, clipping clusters and gently placing them in baskets, preserving their freshness and vitality. For larger operations, machines may do the heavy lifting, efficiently gathering tons of fruit while the morning air still lingers. However they are gathered, the grapes are quickly transported to the winery, ready to begin the transformation from fruit to wine. At the winery, the artistry of winemaking takes center stage. The freshly harvested grapes are sorted, each cluster inspected, with damaged or underripe fruit removed to ensure only the best reach the next stage. Stems, which can impart harsh green tannins, are carefully separated from the berries. What remains is pure, ripe fruit, the foundation of every great wine. Next comes the gentle process of crushing. For centuries, this was done by foot, but today, Modern presses and crushers allow for a more controlled and sanitary extraction. The goal is not to pulverize, but to break the skins just enough to release the juice, known as the must. Here, the path diverges. For white wines, the juice is quickly separated from the skins and seeds, preserving a bright, fresh character. For red wines, the skins remain with the must, their pigments and tannins seeping into the juice, giving red wine its color, structure, and depth. Fermentation is where the magic truly happens. Yeast, whether naturally present on the grape skins or introduced by the winemaker, begins to feast on the sugars, converting them into alcohol and unlocking a cascade of aromas and flavors. The temperature of fermentation is carefully controlled. White wines often ferment at cooler temperatures, sometimes as low as 12 to 18 degrees Celsius, to preserve delicate floral and fruity notes. Red wines, in contrast, ferment warmer, between 22 and 30 degrees, encouraging the extraction of color and tannin. The process can last anywhere from a week to 3 weeks, depending on the desired style and structure of the wine. Once fermentation is complete, the young wine is pressed to separate it from the grape solids. For reds, this may occur partway through fermentation, or once it's finished. For whites, pressing often happens before fermentation even begins. The pressed wine is then racked, gently transferred to new vessels, leaving behind sediment and impurities. Aging is the next crucial stage, and here the winemaker's vision comes into play. Some wines are destined for stainless steel tanks, where they retain their fresh, vibrant character, untouched by external influences. Others are transferred to oak barrels, where time works its alchemy. The wood imparts subtle flavors, vanilla, spice, toast, and allows for slow oxidation, softening tannins, and adding layers of complexity. The duration of aging varies widely. Some wines are bottled within a few months, while others rest in barrel for years, deepening and evolving with every passing season. As the wine approaches maturity, it undergoes clarification. Fining agents or filtration are used to remove suspended particles, ensuring the finished wine is brilliantly clear and free from haze. This step may seem small, but it is essential to achieving both aesthetic appeal and stability in the bottle. Finally, the wine is ready to be bottled. This is a process requiring as much care as any other. The wine is gently transferred into bottles, avoiding exposure to oxygen that could dull its freshness. Each bottle is sealed, traditionally with cork, or increasingly with screw caps that preserve both quality and convenience. Labels are applied, telling the story of the vineyard and the vintage, and the bottles are boxed, ready to journey out into the world. But wine's story does not end with bottling. Every time a cork is pulled or a cap is twisted, another chapter unfolds. Glasses are raised in celebration, in quiet contemplation, or in simple appreciation of life's daily pleasures. The clink of glasses echoes across centuries of tradition, from ancient hillsides to modern cellars. Winemakers stroll through sunlit vineyards, their hands brushing the leaves, their hearts invested in every drop. Barrels rest in cool, dim cellars, their contents slowly transforming, awaiting the moment when they will be revealed. In every bottle of wine lies a story of sunlight and rain, of soil and stone, of patient hands and watchful eyes. It is the story of a year in the vineyard, of challenges faced and overcome, of decisions made with hope and wisdom. Wine is nature's gift, refined by human passion and patience. It is the taste of the land, the echo of the sun, and the whisper of time itself. So, next time you pour a glass, pause for a moment. Let the wine breathe, let its aromas rise, and remember, you are not just drinking wine. You are tasting history, tradition, and the earth's generosity. You are sharing in a legacy that spans generations, cultures, and continents. In that single glass, the work of many hands, the passage of many seasons, and the spirit of countless celebrations all come together. Raise your glass to the vine, to the land, to the makers, and to the joy of discovery. For wine is more than a beverage. It is a living testament to the beauty of patience, the power of place, and the enduring connection between people and the earth.